As the chapters of our lives unfold, each stage brings with it its own unique challenges, joys, and reflections. In our later years, from 55 to 80, we are often called to look both back and forward, to reflect on the life we've lived while contemplating the life we still wish to create. Living at full power doesn't stop when we retire from a career or when our children are grown. In fact, the later stages of life hold a special potential for deep fulfillment, wisdom, and new beginnings. The energy to live fully resides within us at all stages of life, and with the right intentions, we can continue to tap into that energy, leading us to a life of meaning, joy, and purpose. The following 8 promises are designed to help you embrace the fullness of your later years, guiding you to live with vitality, intention, and peace. These promises are about more than simply doing. They are about being present, being grateful, and being true to yourself. These are the keys to living a life at full power, no matter your age. Promise 1, take the nail out of your head. By the time we reach our later years, we have accumulated decades of experiences, both positive and negative. Some experiences lift us up, while others become emotional or mental nails embedded deeply in our lives. These nails may be old wounds we haven't healed, regrets we haven't faced, or fears we've allowed to take root. Over time, these nails can become barriers to fully enjoying the life that remains ahead of us. They keep us stuck in old patterns, prevent us from experiencing peace, and weigh us down with unresolved tension. The first promise to make to yourself is to identify and remove these nails. Start by recognizing what is holding you back from living freely. Perhaps it's a relationship that has never been mended, a dream you gave up on long ago, or a fear of aging that keeps you from embracing the present. Speaking your truth, whether to a loved one or even just to yourself, is the first step in pulling out these nails. This act of acknowledgement is powerful and liberating. Removing these nails won't always be easy. It might require confronting painful memories, apologizing to someone, or facing fears you've buried for years. But by doing so, you allow yourself the freedom to move forward. You're not too old to heal, and you're not too late to start anew. In fact, your later years can be a time of great emotional and spiritual freedom if you make the promise to release what no longer serves you. Promise 2, follow your energy, not your passion. As we age, the idea of following your passion can start to feel overwhelming or even irrelevant. Perhaps the things that once brought you passion no longer resonate in the same way, or perhaps you're unsure of what your passion even is anymore. Rather than searching for a singular, overwhelming passion, I encourage you to follow your energy, the moments, people, and activities that fill you with life and vitality, even in small ways. Energy is subtler than passion. It's not about chasing a lifelong dream, but about noticing what lights you up in your day-to-day life. Maybe it's a quiet morning spent in your garden, the laughter of your grandchildren, or an engaging conversation with a friend. These are the moments where your energy flows, and they are signposts guiding you toward a life of fulfillment. Take time to notice where your energy naturally gravitates. What activities leave you feeling more alive? Where do you feel a sense of ease and joy? It's not about finding one grand purpose, but about following the threads of energy that lead you to small, yet profound moments of happiness and meaning. When you follow your energy, you tap into the essence of who you are, and in doing so, you create a life that feels aligned with your deepest self. Make a promise to yourself to follow your energy, not out of obligation or expectation, but out of a genuine curiosity for what still excites you, even in this stage of life. Promise 3, go all in. In the later years of life, it's easy to start holding back. We may tell ourselves that we've earned the right to take it easy, to remain cautious, or to sit on the sidelines. Yet, life has a way of rewarding those who choose to fully engage with it, no matter their age. Going all in is not about taking reckless risks or overexerting yourself. It's about giving your full attention, heart, and commitment to the things that truly matter to you. Perhaps there's a project you've always wanted to start, a relationship that needs nurturing, or even a hobby that you've only dabbled in. Now is the time to stop hedging your bets and go all in. Fully commit to the things that bring you joy and meaning, whether it's learning something new, volunteering, or simply being present for your loved ones. Half-hearted living leads to dissatisfaction, while full-hearted living brings a sense of purpose and fulfillment. When you go all in, you quiet the inner critic that tells you it's too late, that you're too old, or that the opportunity is past. The truth is, it's never too late to give your full effort to something that matters to you. By committing fully, you allow yourself to experience life more deeply, to savor the richness of each moment, and to know that you've given your best to what truly matters. Make the promise to yourself to stop waiting, stop holding back, and fully commit to the life you still have before you. Promise 4. Embrace your legacy. As we move into our later years, the question of legacy often begins to emerge more frequently. What will I leave behind? How will I be remembered? It's natural to think about what kind of legacy we are creating, but it's important to remember that legacy is not only about wealth, possessions, or accomplishments. Legacy is about how you live your life, how you make others feel, and the values you pass on to future generations. Legacy is created in the small, everyday actions, the way you show love to your family, the kindness you extend to friends, the wisdom you share with those around you. It's the stories you tell, the advice you give, and the example you set. Your legacy is alive right now in the way you live each day. It's not something to think about only when life is near its end. It's something you cultivate every day, with every decision you make. Consider what kind of legacy you want to leave. How do you want to be remembered? What values do you want to pass on? By living with intention and purpose, you can create a legacy that reflects the best parts of who you are, leaving a lasting impact on the people who matter most to you. Make a promise to yourself to embrace your legacy today, not just in what you leave behind, but in how you live right now. Promise 5. Cherish the present. If there is one truth that becomes more apparent with age, it is the importance of living in the present. The past is full of memories, some joyful, some painful, and the future holds uncertainties we cannot predict. But the present moment is where life is truly lived, and the ability to cherish the present is one of the greatest gifts you can give yourself. The present moment is fleeting, but it is also full of beauty if you take the time to notice it. Whether it's the warmth of the sun on your face during a morning walk, the sound of laughter shared with a friend, or the peaceful stillness of your own thoughts, these moments are where life happens. Yet, we often let them pass by unnoticed, caught up in regrets about the past or worries about the future. Make a promise to yourself to fully inhabit the present. Be mindful of the simple pleasures around you, the tastes, sounds, and sights that fill your day. When you focus on the present, you let go of the need to control what has already passed or what is yet to come. You allow yourself to experience joy, gratitude, and peace, no matter what else is going on in your life. By cherishing the present, you also give yourself the gift of living in harmony with time, rather than racing against it. This doesn't mean ignoring your past or future, but choosing to focus your attention on what is here, right now, and finding the beauty and grace within it. Promise 6. Continue growing and learning. One of the most dangerous myths about aging is the belief that learning and growing are only for the young. In reality, the capacity for growth remains with us for as long as we live. You are never too old to learn something new, to expand your horizons, or to explore different aspects of yourself. In fact, the later years of life are a perfect time to pursue interests that may have been set aside during the busier phases of work and family life. Think about the things you've always wanted to learn. Perhaps you've always wanted to play a musical instrument, learn a new language, or dive deeper into a subject that fascinates you. Maybe there's a spiritual or philosophical journey you've been wanting to embark on. Now is the time to embrace the joy of learning, not for the sake of achievement, but for the pure pleasure of expanding your mind and enriching your soul. Make a promise to yourself to remain curious, to continue seeking out new experiences and knowledge. Whether you join a class, pick up a new hobby, or simply read more deeply into topics that interest you, growth is still available to you. Your later years can be a time of great intellectual and emotional expansion if you remain open to it. Promise 7. Cultivate gratitude and grace. As we age, life inevitably brings its share of challenges, losses, physical changes, and shifting roles within our families and communities. It's easy to focus on what's difficult or what's missing. However, the practice of cultivating gratitude can transform your experience of life, allowing you to focus on what you still have rather than what you've lost. Gratitude is a mindset that doesn't dismiss the difficulties of life but acknowledges the blessings that still exist within it. When you make the decision to practice gratitude daily, you begin to notice the small joys, whether it's the simple pleasure of a quiet cup of tea, a shared laugh, or a moment of connection with a loved one. Gratitude helps you see life through a lens of abundance rather than scarcity. Along with gratitude comes grace, the ability to extend kindness, patience, and forgiveness to yourself and others. Aging can sometimes bring feelings of frustration or loss, but practicing grace means accepting yourself, flaws and all. It means letting go of perfectionism and allowing yourself the freedom to live gently. It also means offering that same grace to those around you, recognizing that everyone is navigating their own journey. Promise to practice gratitude and grace, and you'll find that life becomes softer, more forgiving, and filled with moments of quiet joy. Promise 8. Connect with your community. One of the most profound truths about life is that we are not meant to walk it alone, and in our later years, it's easy to become more isolated, whether due to retirement, the passing of loved ones, or physical limitations. However, the power of community remains as vital as ever. Human beings thrive on connection, and maintaining strong social ties is essential to emotional, mental, and even physical well-being. Community doesn't have to mean a large circle of friends or an active social life. It can be found in the small, meaningful connections you cultivate with neighbors, family, or even through volunteering or joining a local group. By staying engaged with others, you continue to grow and feel a sense of purpose, knowing that you are still a valuable part of the world around you. Whether it's spending time with a close friend, participating in a church group, or simply chatting with neighbors, make a promise to stay connected. These interactions, no matter how small, have the power to enrich your life in ways that go beyond words. They remind you that you are part of something larger, that you are seen, valued, and loved. Conclusion. The power of your inner voice, these 8 promises, taking the nail out of your head, following your energy, going all in, embracing your legacy, cherishing the present, continuing to grow, cultivating gratitude and grace, and connecting with your community, form a roadmap for living your later years at full power. They are not about drastic changes or chasing after elusive goals, but about tuning in to the wisdom that already resides within you. At this stage in life, you have the perspective to understand what truly matters. You have lived through countless experiences, learned from them, and grown into the person you are today. Now is the time to embrace that wisdom, to live with intention, and to listen to the quiet voice of your soul that guides you toward fulfillment, peace, and joy. This voice will always be there, urging you to release what no longer serves you, to follow what gives you energy, and to connect deeply with the people and experiences that make life meaningful. By embracing these promises, you will find that living at full power is not about age, but about the choices you make every single day. Thank you for watching the entire video. If you find these stories inspiring and motivating, please comment one. If not, comment zero. Your feedback means a lot to us. Thank you for your valuable time.